Hello, it's Craig with Yard to Table Creations. We've been talking about different ways to trellis your garden, vertical gardening, and we wanted to point out this beautiful wall behind us. Now this is a really simple trellis. It's nothing more than some 4x4 posts. There's one here in the middle, one at the end, with some heavy gauge wire run between the posts. Now here we've got one passion fruit vine. I want to point out that this is only one plant. So we're going to talk a little bit about how to take care of this monster, because these things will eat the world if you let them. So we've got one plant planted in the ground over here, and that's created this whole wall. And it's cool season here in San Diego, so it's time to really prune this back and thin it. So with a security or with a privacy screen like this, we don't want to just get rid of this big beautiful wall, but there are two ways to prune this vine. The one way to do it is to stump it, meaning what we're going to do is we're just going to cut the plant all the way across the bottom and remove all of this material and let it regrow in the spring. That's one way to approach it if you have something that is just way overgrown or has gotten way too big, maybe has been pruned in a few years. In this case, this is only a 2-year-old vine, so this is going to be the first year that it really gets pruned. So what we're going to do is we're just going to thin it. The way that I like to do this is just to start to grab some of the ends of these vines, pull them back, and cut them back here. What we're doing by doing this is we are thinning this in the same way that a barber might thin your hair. We're just trying to get rid of some of the extra material. We'll go through, spend a couple hours just kind of picking and pulling out as many of these vines as we can. And when we're done, we'll have it nice and thin, but we still have enough of the structure of the plant there so it'll fill back out in the spring, and we'll keep this beautiful green wall all year round. So some of you may have noticed that when I cut this vine that there was still fruit on this. Now this is a little bit of a conundrum that we have here in San Diego, in that we don't really get winter. We kind of get winter, but it oftentimes isn't cool enough to make plants that should be going dormant go dormant, and even form fruit at times of the year when they don't normally. In this case, we do need to get it pruned before spring comes. Otherwise, we're going to end up with more plant material than we'll ever know what to do with. So it needs to get pruned down. And I'm not too worried about losing this fruit because we don't have the correct number of hours of sunlight. Our winter nighttime temperatures are too cool for this to really ripen and turn into the delicious fruit that we're used to in the summer. So we're going to go ahead and sacrifice this fruit, pull it aside, make room for next year's crop, because next year you should be 800 to 1,000 fruit coming off of this vine. If you're interested in setting up a privacy wall like this, need help planting or thinning your passion fruit vines, you know you can reach out to us at yardtotablecreations.com. We're here to help. I hope you have a great day.